so powerful. Back at it again. And we'll take this off. All right, I gotta go help Mom.
right, well, how you doing, everybody? You just watched, I don't know how long of a video because I haven't made it yet, but it's going to be a few minute video anyway of us doing some more wood splitting, cutting, splitting, stacking. And good afternoon. In a nice,
yeah,
not windy, chilly, but not windy. And
yeah.
I'm hoping this microphone is working. These are some new microphones. I just made a few videos where the microphone kept dying on me and I had to narrate it. So testing this one out. Hopefully it's working right now because I don't want to have to do this again.
Yeah, feeling the pressure now. They're announcing a little snow for tonight, then it's going to rain tomorrow, but it's coming.
Yeah.
Definitely cooler temperatures this week.
Yeah, we've been running the wood stove a little bit more, especially the last couple of days. It got down in the 20s at night, so it's chilly. But good afternoon. Got good amount done. Let me turn the camera around here and I'll explain a little more what we're doing. Ellie is making some kindling. That's her job. She likes to take the wood and break it out into little pieces so that we can use that to start the fire. And of course, she's not going to start with a little piece. She's going to start with the hardwood. Actually, that's just a piece of pine. Anyway, so and she just took off with it. Yeah, I just missed that. Anyway, so yeah, we're making a good dent in this pile. When we started, this pile was probably somewhere out in this area here. So we're getting to the stuff that we laid down, oh, I don't know, at least a year or so ago. This is going to be a lot drier and more hardwood in this in the remaining parts. We had some mixed in here, as you can see. We had some pine and some slabs that we're going to do. That's going to be for some other fires and burning and whatnot that we're going to do. What we're trying to do is we're trying to figure out how we're going to get the wood stacked. As you can see, we have a little, we have some stacked here where Brenda is, but today what we did is we stacked some in this little, on this pallet I just built this afternoon. Let me show you. The first one I did was over here, and this was 3 rows, 16-inch, 4-foot pallet. I don't know, 4 by something. I don't remember if it was 36 or so, not quite 4, but. And we filled that right up with the wood that we had already split. And unfortunately, the tractor was not able to pick that up. The Mahindra 2638 has a lifting capacity, I think, of 1,600 pounds at the pin, which means not at the end of the fork, so right at the beginning. And what happened was I was able to get it up off the ground, and then the back side, I couldn't tilt it back up and ended up falling off. That's pretty much what we were able to pick up. I got it down to a more manageable weight that we can do. But then I got to thinking about it a little bit more and wanted to redesign this. So I came up with this little thing today, a little different design. Instead of doing 3 rows, I'm just doing 2 rows of 16. Not quite as tall. You can see I've also slanted the roof. So what I'm going to do is I've got some material here. It's a pretty good heavy like canvas belt material, industrial strength belt material. I'm going to make a little cover that's going to come down and kind of flap and cover it up and protect it from the weather and let it dry and keep it dry. But my goal is to figure out a good method for stacking these on pallets so that I can use the tractor, so that we can use this area as our log or our wood processing area where we'll cut, split, stack, whatever. But then eventually we don't want to handle it more than we need to. So we want to get it from split to stack. And then from there, we want to be able to just pick it up with the tractor and haul it across the yard over to where we're going to bring it in the house. So this is going to be my first attempt trying to pick up this size load. Hopefully we can do it. If not, it's going to be not only a little embarrassing, but not a big deal. I mean, we'll just, cut it down, take some of the wood out, and eventually I got to figure out, this is pretty much all hardwood, red oak, white oak, maybe a little bit of pine thrown in there here and there, but mostly red and hardwood. So it's a little on the heavy side. It's not completely dry, so that even adds to the weight. But I'm going to hand the camera over to Brenda, and I'm going to jump in the tractor, and we're going to get it fired up. And before we call it an afternoon here, we're going to see if we can get this picked up. If we can, I'll reproduce this. Again, this is just a pallet. I actually cut this down. It was a longer pallet, but I cut it down to 32 inches. whatever the width is, I'm not sure, standard pallet width, if there's such a thing. And just basically threw some sides on it, and like I said, I'll cover this up. That'll be weatherproof, and that would work great. We can stack those anywhere, carry them anywhere, less handling, less problem with storage if we need to move them out of the way or whatever. It's just going to be a better way to go, keeps them off the ground. Once they're covered, they'll dry nicely. So let me get the tractor fired up, and we will see if we can pick it up. All right, here we go. All right, well, I call that a win. That's about all I could do to pick it up. As I said, or if I mentioned, that Mahindra 2638 picks up 1,600 pounds at the pin. So I'm not sure exactly how much wood that is. I don't know, maybe a quarter of a cord. I'd have to take a better measurement, but all in all, pretty happy. Everything worked out pretty well. I put the cover on it, and yeah, that'll be a good way for us to stack and, sorry about that, stack and store our wood. Mom's already gone inside. Her toes are frozen, so I'm just finishing up putting the cover on the wood chipper, yeah, the wood splitter, and I'm gonna call it a day myself. Not the greatest photography, I know. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Thanks for tagging along. Appreciate you checking out, seeing what we're up to. Good afternoon. Got quite a bit done. We'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.